Alright, hello everyone, and welcome to the Game 1 of the finals of the Reddit SC Weekly Open number 4. The finals here are, of course, between Cheticus and RedAlert, and the map for these finals will be Desert Oasis.
My name is Absentis, and I'm co-casting here with Big Pie, and we're going to bring to you an exciting TVZ between two very high-ranked players. RedAlert ranked number 73 on the North American servers, and Cheticus also being incredibly highly ranked himself. We're starting out here with Cheticus spawning as the light pink Zerg at the top position, and his opponent, the orange-red Terran, at the bottom.
Yeah, Cheticus mentioning that this is his first Terran matchup for the day. Most of his matchups so far have been Zerg versus Zerg, so he's had to fight a lot of scrappy Baneling battles to get where he is today.
That's right. Looks like, yeah, standard stuff so far. This is a difficult map to play on. There's oftentimes players will want to end their matches pretty quickly, so they'll either do some kind of proxy shenanigans, or they'll go for really quick air. In this case, it looks like RedAlert's going to be walling in normally, so we're probably not going to see a proxy Reaper. And on Cheticus's end, he's just droning up now for what looks to be a pretty good game.
Yeah, 14 Extractor going down by Cheticus. No doubt a pool is going to follow suit at 14 as well. And RedAlert throwing down a 13 barracks. Or 12-13-ish barracks, so your usual timings.
Yep, and right on 13 he gets his refinery, so good timings on that. That really allows... Terran has a lot of openings against Zerg. They have a lot of flexibility. If you go really quickly, you can get a Reaper. You can go fast Banshees. Of course, you can do the kind of bread and butter Marine Marauder mix. You can do mech, so a lot of Hellions and tanks and Thors. In the past series, the very last game of the bronze match, we saw Terran versus Zerg be quite protracted. It's a pretty exciting matchup. Some people say it's imbalanced. I don't know, so far today we've seen just a lot of exciting play.
Yeah, we did see Chompy in that bronze medal game fight off some early Reaper pressure, and a lot of early Reaper pressure, so we'll see if Cheticus can do the same thing, since it looks like RedAlert is going to be, yep, RedAlert is throwing down the Reapers. Yeah,
he's not going for the Nitro Packs just quite yet. You might want to delay that just for the time being. Yeah, getting a Reaper, I guess he's getting it lined up just to go after the Extractor, which won't be actually gas steal. He's going to be using that drone to scout, which is very good for his part. And it looks like now the Nitro Packs are being researched, so we are going to see a lot of Reaper play. And in the hands of RedAlert, I foresee great things.
Yeah, though actually this is just one barracks up so far. It doesn't look like RedAlert's going to be throwing on barracks number 2, 3, 4 like we saw in the last game, and like we commonly see with mass Reaper play. So maybe RedAlert's looking to change things up.
Perhaps we are seeing a second Reaper and a very funky wall off in a very odd position. He's also trying to deny his opponent the ability to expand, and we are seeing barracks 2 and 3. So at the moment, looks like 3 racks Reaper. When you put that money into researching Nitro Packs, it's almost I mean, you have to go Reapers. And Cheticus responded to this by pulling guys off gas. He's getting up a Roach Warren, a second Queen, and he's putting down a Spine Crawler. So he knows what to expect, and it's all really going to come down to micro, I guess.
Yeah, and it's also going to come down to whether or not Cheticus decides to expand. On this map, the expansion's so far away, the Queens won't be able to bounce from one expansion to another, and it's just going to make life really difficult for Cheticus if he decides to expand, which it looks like he is. Yes, he is right now.
Yeah, that's a pretty bold move right now, as the tech labs for the second and third barracks go down at the same time. This Reaper just kind of hanging out, not really doing much of anything. They're going to be joined up by another Reaper out there as a third comes to join. Yep, more Reapers being produced, and Cheticus being forced into a defensive position. His second Queen giving him some the defensive kind of advantage by being able to put down a creep tumor. So spreading that creep, although it is a very long distance, he is starting to get that down right now.
Yeah, but that, like you said, that distance is so far, and RedAlert looks like Cheticus would have been able to get us around there if he had continued with his lings, but he decided to drop a lot of his lings back. And so RedAlert taking out a lot of lings, and I think Cheticus expecting RedAlert to jump up on that cliff, but RedAlert decides not to. Ooh, now RedAlert does. Very quickly pulls back. That's a nice micro by RedAlert.
Yeah, just sending one Reaper up first to scout, and then that of course allows any Reapers at the base to fire upon anything that gives vision. Now a bunch of Reapers now clumping up together, going in, going to be able to dispatch these Speedlings quite handily, and put a lot of pressure on this Queen.
Yeah, the Queen decided to larva spit at a very awkward time. The Queen probably going to go down now. Ooh, RedAlert really almost getting dicey with his Reapers. They're running in, risking them in order to take that Queen down, but he was able to do that without any sort of casualties on his end, and Cheticus is really in trouble right now.
Yeah, he can't go too far into that mineral line because of the Queen, and because of the way the map's been changed, the ledge up top is now a chasm, so the Reapers can't hop up and down that. Now more Reapers being constantly produced, nothing but Reapers right now. I don't imagine this expansion is going to be able to stay up for very long. A couple roaches spawning, one engaging kind of foolhardily. So many Reapers are going to be able to take that out handily. And beat a hasty retreat as now he's doing a transition into Marauders. Oh wow, so many Reapers. He is transitioning properly into Marauders and getting an expansion up. So doing a 3 racks Reaper Marauder into expansion opening. Yeah,
this is a beautiful time to switch to Marauders. For RedAlert, he just took down the expansion. He's knows that his opponent has invested heavily in roaches, so the Marauder text, which would be nice right about now. Yeah, there it is. And the remaining Reapers, it looks like they're going to continue to try and get some harassment done. Cheticus moving his roaches, kind of a weird spot there, not where you would expect Reapers to come up.
Ooh, scanning. I'm not totally sure why, but that he did manage to take out a creep tumor. Not going to be all that effective though, and going to get chased off. Glial reconstitution now being put down, as well as creep being spread. Now this is something absolutely essential to being able to effectively fend off these Reapers. You need to have vision all around the cliffs where Reapers can jump up, and you also have to have creep there so that your roaches can get there really quickly. Now getting caught up with a whole bunch of Speedlings, some roaches, being able to take out the Speedlings handily, and looking to kite the roaches right now. Reapers do have a bit of an advantage. They have a 4.5 attack distance as opposed to the roaches that can only do 3 attack, but still doing a lot of damage. Now going into a Spire for Cheticus. So another, this is what you expect to happen, and RedAlert's well prepared for both. He has a good mixture of Marauders and Marines.
Yeah, RedAlert also expanding. Great time for that right now.
And getting a whole bunch of upgrades for his Bio Ball. He's going to have a very formidable force, plus one in the weapons as well. RedAlert knows what he's doing in this situation.
Yeah, RedAlert in absolutely a dominant position in this game right now. He's ahead in Harvesters, he's ahead in number of bases. He's got a huge army to Cheticus's small roach contingent. Yeah.
He's also getting up proactive missile turrets by his mineral line at his natural expansion, knowing that Spire's coming and knowing that Mulists are going to be coming, because that's what any good Zerg would now switch into. Getting an Overseer somewhere, probably going to try to scout a little bit more. Don't really see where it is at the moment. Trying to get this natural up and running, and these Reapers being annoying again. Putting pressure there, and I don't know if those roaches are going to be able to get there nearly enough in time. Cheticus letting that finish. He's probably confident he has enough forces to fend off these Reapers. Though doing the scoot and shoot, being able to take all the Speedlings, and these Reapers are going to be able to go back, although now the roaches are in a much better position to defend this natural expansion.
Yeah, RedAlert was doing the smart thing there. He didn't commit too much with his Reapers since it's very hard to get around and get outside in this little choke. And now, yeah, Cheticus is going to chase off the Reapers. The Reapers taking out a few lings, but not really doing any economic damage.
Cheticus now responding. He's getting an infestation pit as well as a baneling's nest. This is a large Marine Marauder army. Pretty much anything you throw at it right now, it will be able to fend off. The Marauders do great against banelings. They take a lot of the damage. Those are a lot of Marines. Cheticus is not going to be able to do too much in the way of making mutas. He's droning up really hard right now, trying to get that second expansion going. And RedAlert is economically incredibly far ahead. He's got 51 workers. Cheticus is 40 right now. And yeah, in a dominant position with a, looks like he's going to get a starport up right now as well as a reactor. So going to be pumping out medevacs for a very strong MMM ball.
Yeah, and really this Marine Marauder ball is getting to the point where banelings are almost ineffective just because of the size of the ball. They're going to evaporate on their way, but they're also, I mean, banelings only splash so much.
Doing a nice job of splitting up his forces so that he takes as little damage as possible from those banelings. I think that's all of his forces. Stimming again now, going to take out that queen. Oh, these spine crawlers are going to go down really quickly. Cheticus pulling all of his drones right now, trying to keep this at bay. His natural goes down, and with medevacs coming out for RedAlert, he's going to be able to heal up and send out another giant ball.
Yeah, I like this play by RedAlert. He took down the hatchery, and now he's just going to head home and lick his wounds on his army while his opponent sits around and is not able to keep up with him in macro.
Yep, more medevacs coming out, more marauders, continuing to produce SCVs, and even throwing down another barracks as this lone Mutalisk by Cheticus is gonna swing by, and yeah, he's not gonna be able to do too much of anything other than scout or die a fiery death to a missile turret.
Yeah, and even then, looks like no matter where this Mutalisk turns, it's gonna get roasted by something.
Yeah, moving right into a giant ball of Marines. Yeah, barely staying alive. We've got infestation pit down, 2 infestors on the way, and Cheticus realizing he's so far behind, he calls GG.